Welcome everyone to my Popplet presentation about fun facts with Harry Potter. Here we go. First have this little video. We won't watch all of it, but just to show you it works. If it does. Alright, looks like the video is not working in presentation mode, but it's a, let me see if it works out of presentation. 1 second. Alright, well, that's okay. I'll get the video working. It may be a problem with the link, but it's the preview to the first Harry Potter movie. Back in the day when all of the actors were cute little kids, because it had a bunch of the things that I put in my presentation in it. So I did one branch here with names from Harry Potter, because I took an astronomy class a while back and discovered that J.K. Rowling had blatantly copyrighted the Greeks. For example, Sirius, the dog star. It's the biggest star in the constellation Canis Major, the big dog, and one of the brightest stars in the sky. And Sirius, in the book, can transform into a dog, so very appropriate. Hermione. Don't tell me we didn't all have difficulty pronouncing that name at first, right? Well, it's Greek originally. I actually found that out this week after I had made this presentation. The daughter of, I think, Helen of Troy, actually. And then later Shakespeare used the name in a queen, whose name was Hermione, in his play A Winter's Tale, about a queen who's accused of adultery and condemned to death by her husband, who later reunites with his daughter. I got to do a scene from it in high school. It's a beautiful show. And then Draco, as in Draco Malfoy, is also named after a constellation, the dragon, Draco, right near the Little Dipper, as you can see right there, putting him in the serpent house, Slytherin, and also with his temperament, the dragon is, well, not misnamed, I think. And then Argus Filch. Argus was a Greek monster who was the watchman of Queen Hera, the Queen of the Gods, and he had 100 eyes. Makes perfect sense with Argus Filch, the caretaker, who seems to have eyes in the back of his head, among other places in the castle, and is definitely the watchman. So the second branch I put is mythology, because not only did J.K. Rowling copy from the Greeks with names, but she also drew from characters and from stories. So, for example, the Vila in the 4th book are definitely modeled after the sirens in Greek mythology. I need to look up, actually, if Vila are real figures. But they certainly, sorry, excuse the background noise, they certainly share characteristics with the ancient sirens, who were beautiful women, lured sailors in with their voices, and then turned into monsters and ate them. Sorry with that. Fluffy the dog is modeled definitely after Cerberus, who is the guardian of the underworld, a 3-headed dog as well. So his job as a guard in the Harry Potter books is also definitely intentional. And then the Sorcerer's Stone is actually, I didn't know this until recently, a very famous mythological object. Alchemists in medieval times sought for the Sorcerer's Stone because it would make the elixir of life and make people immortal. Alchemists also tried to find ways to turn metals into gold. They thought that all elements were very fluid this way, and that if they could find the right way to do it, they could change earth into gold. J.K. Rowling had the Sorcerer's Stone possess this power in the books. It wasn't necessarily the case in traditional alchemy, but definitely both part of the same discipline. And then I have a link to a Fair Use in Education Popplet. I couldn't find anything that really had to do with mythology or Harry Potter, so I put this in here just as an explanation in case anybody was worried about my use of images or video. That's everything. Thanks for tuning in. This is my Popplet.